Hi everyone, I'm Miss Amy with the Norcross Library, and this is Junior Scientists. We will be conducting STEAM experiments every second and fourth Tuesday of each month. This will be a great way to learn STEAM-related facts while having fun learning how to conduct experiments at home. But remember to always ask your parents' permission before you do any of the experiments or projects. Now, let's get started. Since it's just about egg dyeing season, this week we're going to be dyeing our own eggs naturally using organic products such as red cabbage. Then we're going to decorate them using a little bit of chemistry. So stay tuned and let's see how this works. For this experiment, what you're going to need is some red cabbage, some eggs, and then we're going to use some acids such as lemon juice, vinegar, and some baking soda. So we're going to start with our red cabbage, and this one you definitely are going to need some adult supervision and possibly just some adult help to help us cut up our cabbage. So we're only going to be using about half a head of cabbage. So with adults' help, let's go ahead and cut about half of our red cabbage. And you can see it is a beautiful, beautiful purplish red color. It's got a little bit of white in there as well. So I'm going to set half of it aside. And then we're just gonna chop up this half because what we're going to be doing is we are going to be boiling it in some water. So we just kind of need a rough chop of our cabbage. Doesn't need to be too perfect or too fine or nothing like that. Just enough so that it will cook and release this beautiful color that it has into the water, because that's what's going to create our natural dye. So after you've chopped up your cabbage into small pieces, you're going to take your pot and you're just going to put your cabbage into your pot. Now, after all our cabbage is inside of our pot, we're just going to add some water just to cover it. So I have a bowl of water, and we're just going to pour water over our cabbage just until it's covered. Just like so. Now we're going to place this onto our stove and we're going to let it start boiling. What I am going to do, since we're going to have to boil some eggs as well, we need hard-boiled eggs. I'm going to grab a couple of eggs. You can dye up to 12 eggs, but I'm going to use 5 eggs, which is what I have left in this carton. So I'm just going to go ahead and add my eggs right into my cabbage water. And this is just so that I can boil them, since there's no reason to have another pot to boil the eggs, since we're already going to be boiling the cabbage. So this is what it looks like. I just got some eggs right in there. I might add just a little bit more water. There you go. Now everything is nicely covered. So I'm going to put this onto the stove and I'm going to let it come to a boil and let the eggs cook for about 10 minutes or so until they are hard boiled. Again, you will need some adult supervision to use your stove. but we will be back after 10 minutes to see if there's any change in the color of the eggs. It's been about 10 minutes and I have taken out some of the eggs already, but I just wanted to show you what it looks like. Now, as you can see, look at this beautiful color that the water has turned. This is nature's natural food coloring, just using red cabbage. It looks like we actually put food coloring in here, but all of this color is from the cabbage. All of its pigments have come out once we boiled it, and it turned our water this beautiful, beautiful purple color. So, just wanted you to take a look. It is so pretty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take out the rest of the eggs. I only have 2 more in here. And I'm going to let this water cool down naturally. And I'm going to let the eggs cool down as well. Then I'm going to add the eggs back into the purple water, and I'm going to let them soak for a couple of hours. And then we're going to see how the change in color of the eggshells and see what has happened and what color they've become. And I think what I might also do to add on to this experiment is I might leave 2 eggs in this colored water in the refrigerator overnight and just see how different the depth of color is on the eggs. And we'll compare them to the ones that we only let soak for 2 hours. So this is an egg that I took out earlier, and this is what it looks like after it boiled for 10 minutes. And this is an egg that hasn't been boiled. So as you can see, there's a little bit of dye that has absorbed onto the shell of the egg. But after we let it soak for a few hours, we will definitely be able to see a difference, and then we will decorate them using the acids. Now it's been 4 hours, and this is the beautiful robin egg blue color that we got. Now the reason that the eggs change color is because of the pigment in the red cabbage. A pigment is something that is added to something else to give it color. And natural pigments come from just about anything. Pigments can be made from animals, plants, rocks, and minerals, or even the ground itself, especially here in Georgia. Have you ever been playing outside and you look down and your shoes or clothes are stained orange? This is the famous Georgia clay, and that has an orange or red pigment that can stain your clothes and shoes. The natural pigment we used is the pigment from the red cabbage, which was released when we boiled it. Now I have 3 of the 5 eggs that I boiled, and I'm going to let the other 2 sit overnight in the cabbage pigment to see if we get a different color blue. So this is what it looks like. Now is the fun part. We are going to use an acid, which for this experiment, we're going to be using the juice of a lemon. You can also use vinegar if you have that. And our base is going to be some baking soda. So we're going to mix some baking soda and water. And then we're going to use some Q-tips. And this is what's going to be our paintbrush. I'm going to take half of my lemon and I'm going to squeeze it into my little bowl. And this lemon juice is going to be what we use to create some designs as our acid onto our pigmented egg. And now I'm going to add some baking soda to my other little bowl, which is our base. And I'm going to add a little water just to dissolve it. I'm gonna stir it with the spoon. Now we're gonna see the difference between using an acid and using a base to decorate our pigmented eggs. When we add an acid to our purple egg, it will turn pink or red. This is because acid changes the shape of the pigment to make it absorb light differently, creating a different color. So the acid, as you can see, is giving our egg a pink color. So I think I'm just gonna continue adding little dots all around my egg, and this is gonna be a polka dot egg. And some of it did kind of drip around and I made too large of it, but you can see the pink change from the lemon juice acid. Now I'm going to use our base. If you add a base, such as baking soda, the pigment is going to change shape again, and it's going to look green or blue, depending on how much of the base is in here. Now you could see I had a little drop of acid on my finger and it created the little pink polka dot. But added base, you can kind of see how it is creating more of a bluish greenish color. Definitely different than the pink color from the acid. It's not that noticeable, but there is a bit of a difference, as you can see. Depending on how acidic or basic their environment is, scientists call these acid-base indicators. So it's either basic, which is the baking soda and water mixture, which made more of a blue-green color, or acidic, which made more of a pink color to our eggs. Now with my last egg, I'm going to just try to decorate. I'll see if I can make a beautiful heart. Let's make another heart. Add some more acid, and we're gonna make another heart. So I added 3 hearts to my egg. And I'm going to take some of my base and I'm gonna see if I can make some other hearts with this color. And see if it'll come out another shade of blue or green. It's not as noticeable. But you can kind of see it a little. That's the fun of it. You can decorate your eggs using these all natural dyes. And with your bases and your acids, you can create them and decorate them any way you'd like. Now I'm going to leave my other 2 eggs soaking overnight in the cabbage juice, and we will see what it looks like tomorrow.
Well, these are the eggs that were sitting in the cabbage water for 24 hours overnight. And this is the beautiful shade of blue. So they did get a bit deeper in color. So now we are going to do a little more decorating. I have my lemon juice, and I'm going to continue with the polka dots. It's definitely a lot easier to see the contrast when it is a deeper shade of blue, as you can see. Now, that was the acid, that was the lemon juice, since it turned it pink. And now this is the base. And let's see if we can see a little bit better of a difference. And remember, the base was baking soda and water mixed together. You can see it kind of makes it a little bit greener. But it's really great to experiment and just decorate your eggs and see really just the difference in what acids do and what bases do to your pigmented egg. There you go.
I hope you enjoyed our experiment this week and you learned a little more about pigments and acids and bases. Try this experiment several ways by letting your eggs soak in the pigmented water for different amounts of time to see what color you will get. Then use an acid or base or both to create different designs and see what new colors you will make. I'm sure it will be egg-cellent. Have fun and enjoy yourselves. See you next time.